dropping grippy. So, you know, just comparable.
You're gonna say one song with Cash Cobain is gonna
nigga 40 talking about some shit grippy. Cut it out.
This is y'all show producer 6.
Yeah.
This trash ass topic.
Whoa, you should write the topic stand, show host. Steve Harvey issued an apology to the hip-hop community following a controversial Family Feud segment where contestants were asked to name the greatest rapper of all time. Who should or shouldn't be on this list?
Listen, I love Snoop, but he's not number one right
I did
there.
see that list. That was crazy. I was actually
wait. Long Beach today,
I take that back. I was actually watching it.
How many
Yeah, read the top. Read the
You
top.
got it?
Because it was top. How many?
So this is the list in order. From number 1.
Crazy.
Snoop, Tupac, Eminem, Dr. Dre, LL Cool J, Biggie, 50 Cent, Jay-Z.
Well, see,
top
honestly,
8.
Knowing this is from Family Feud, they do like we ask 100 people, and there's no telling who the fuck they ask. If they're getting a list like this, I'm guessing they asked the
nerdiest of the nerdiest.
The average age was like fucking 35 and up, and they were like majority.
Because they're asking Family Feud audience.
You can clearly tell these were popular.
Because I'm like,
these were not. When they say,
if LL Cool J
on the list is not a popular answer.
I'm like,
you're young and show some respect on LL.
I'm not saying LL Cool J
that's somebody that
he's a pioneer though.
Yeah, it's like he's one of the first ones.
Listen, young boy. Listen, young boy.
There's a difference.
The game. This is why we had the conversation. My bad. This is what we had the conversation last episode. There is legacy and there is impact when it comes to these artists. So that list to me was shown as a list of, like Trev said, it's gonna be. And Kev said, it's going to be a list of a generic group of people. It's not going to be hip-hop connoisseurs. So you got to understand that this list is popularity. You can clearly tell Snoop being number 1, obviously, as an impact as an artist, he's great, but he's not the number 1 rapper. So the question was phrased incorrectly. I think Family Feud should have just rephrased the question as, who's the most popular rappers in the world? I don't know how generic that would be, but they said the best rappers, and that's what made all the controversy because they was naming people like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, etc., and they were not even on the list at all.
Smooth exits.
See, honestly, I feel like that list would have been valid 15, 20 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when was the last time you got in the car and was like, hey, cut that LL Cool J.
This nigga hasn't dropped a song in decades.
The order, this not.
There's no reason he should be on that list.
But I don't think it's about current music. I think it's about impact as a rapper when they consider best rapper. Think about it. There is a few rappers that you could have replaced on that list. Obviously, you sub out a couple and you sub in a few.
But impact wise, I feel like there's newer artists that have had a bigger impact than LL Cool J. Young Thug has had a bigger impact than LL Cool J.
Think about who you're asking.
That's what I'm saying. They asked a bunch of old ass white people.
So Young Thug's not going to be mentioned. You're going to name those old white people.
This has nothing to do with. This has to do
old
with
ass white people aren't mentioning LL Cool J.
But
hold on.
Let's give some credit. Let's give some credit to the list that there is commendable artists on here who all have had hip hop impact. They may not be the best rapper, to your point. Young Thug's better than X, Y, and Z, or Cole's better than X, Y, and Z. But these artists, over the course of the last 25 years of hip hop, have had the most impact. Snoop, Eminem, 50 Cent, Dr. Dre.
The ones that have bigger impact.
Yeah, Lil Wayne wasn't on there. Of course, that's a huge one that wasn't on there. Jay-Z should have been higher. But to the defense of the artists on there, they are culturally stamped. It doesn't matter how much music you make anymore at all. They are legends no matter what they do because of what they did.
For sure they're legends. Yeah, no one's going to deny that these niggas are legends, but at the end of the day,
so you can't take them off for somebody like Young Thug who's only had an 8-year run, and then he's
can when you read the actual topic question though.
What was the direct question again?
Who name the greatest rapper of all time?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But think about how that But to the average consumer, think about how that can be compiled.
Bro,
people are gonna put Snoop Dogg up there because every time Snoop is on a camera with a white person, he's labeled as a rapper.
Stet,
so that's why Snoop is one.
Give me your top 3 greatest rappers of all time. We don't even got to go too deep in the list, and no one's going to argue who should or shouldn't be up there.
Tupac, Lil Wayne, Drake.
Not LL Cool J. Can you give me your top 3?
LL Cool J, this is a generational question, right? Where it's like the hip hop is relatively young. Now it's starting to get older and you have different age demographics.
Yeah, hip hop like
LL Cool J was definitely in a lot of people's top 5 back
That's
in
what
the
I'm
day.
saying. It's like now there's
What day?
There's actual
Bro,
generations.
since you weren't
of
even
hip-hop.
born when he
That's
was
what I'm
like,
saying.
like,
Genuinely
like,
asking.
Obviously
he got
before
platinum
It's like during like the
okay,
Run
it was
DMC
way-
era and
it was
shit like that.
like the birth of hip hop
Yeah.
era.
Mama
Okay,
said
okay.
knock you out. I'm bad.
right. No, I
Like,
get it. LL Cool J got hits, legend in the game. But I'm saying, who else was hot when LL Cool J was hot? Can y'all like please tell me?
I'd have to look it
Man,
up, but that's what I'm saying.
that's the golden era hip hop. You
was
had
the-
Rakim, Slick Rick. You still had Run DMC. You had Cool G Rap. You had
like that.
you had legends of like lyrical rap that actually showed what rap was supposed to be. The
Right.
cadence. They started the cadences that you still hear to this day.
And
these cadences are still
So
used.
tell me, all these Godfathers, how many of these niggas was better than LL Cool J? Was it 10 of them?
Bro, you got some hate for LL, bro. What
I
is
don't.
Up, bro?
I'm still
I'ma
saying he's a
need
legend of the
somebody to
game, but
send him a
niggas saying
discography of LL.
Niggas saying
'cause you
LL
out
Cool
your
J is
mind.
the greatest rapper of all time in a conversation.
Dog, he
sounds
was a
crazy.
battle rapper. He went toe to toe with Cannabis. He went toe to toe with tons of people.
You know what he didn't do? Become the greatest rapper of all time.
I don't
According to
think
Family Feud, he
I don't
did.
think he should have been on that list, but I'm not gonna take away.
So he's the
his-
one that y'all would take out of everybody first.
Hell yeah.
Wait, who's on the list again? Nah, because there was definitely some other
50
niggas.
Cent,
that-
50
Eminem,
Cent.
Jay-Z,
Is Dr. Dre a
Dr.
rapper?
Dre. That's another one because he didn't write his raps.
Dr. Dre's
This goes to show you who
ability
they
as a
pulled.
producer is probably what was getting respected on this list.
Yeah.
And I don't think
I think
think
Dr.
about what
Dre
we're
out of
saying.
all that list, out of that list, is the most impactful out of all.
Think
them.
about it. Everybody that's on that list was on the Super Bowl halftime show. You goes to show you damn near who pulled.
LL did a super time halftime
No, I'm
show?
not talking about LL. I'm talking about having
did.
Dre and 50 Cent and Snoop.
But
and,
look, with Dre, look at all the people under Dre's umbrella. It was 50. It was M.
Damn,
It was.
that's
yeah.
why it's.
It was. He's the
that's
most
why
impactful on that list right there.
People took that question as not greatest rapper of all time. They took that as the greatest
Most
rappers that they
known.
know.
Yeah.
And
So,
people are gonna say
mainly
LL
remember
when you
people
when you
from-
poll that audience because a lot of these older white men was probably bumping LL back then before they became conservative.
Okay, so wait,
Niggas
you
blasting
think
Rock the Bells is
Steve
funny.
Harvey being a black
You know the
host
song.
owes hip hop an apology because he
I mean, that's-
apologized.
yeah, he
he
should've-
seemed a
yeah,
little
he-
embarrassed.
He knew. Yeah, he was like, nigga, what is
He
this?
gave a
Like,
preface before. He was like, I just want to apologize because these niggas is tripping. They put LL Cool J on this fucking
That's the
list.
deep aspect of it because does he feel entitled as somebody that should have, as a curator of the show, should have been like, hold on, I don't think I like this one, or did he not? Does he go in completely blind and not
I
know
think he
that
goes.
y'all?
I don't think he has anything
yeah.
to do with like the
He knows no
the
answers,
study
no
group. You know what I
questions.
mean? That's what
He's
was
the
wrong
host,
with
right.
this.
Sometimes hosts
With this
going blind.
particular question was
And what-
like they asked the wrong study group for this question.
And Family Feud, they typically have questions where the answer is clear based on like some metric shit, right? Like asking what is the greatest rapper of all time or who the greatest rapper of all time is. That's
Can't
really
really measure.
opinionated ass
Yeah.
question. Like
Yes.
I've never really
Super
seen.
subjective.
It's more like like what are
Right.
the style of questions on Family Feud?
I mean, they're usually all kind of in that same lane, but it's like it's a ask 100 people, so you're getting like a general like kind of
Yeah.
mixed
like
bag.
most common things.
I think it's like
it'll
when
be
I
like-
think of that,
like
I think
top
it's like
things to
that'll
go
stop
to
you
breakfast.
at Universal Studios, and hey, we're polling for Family Feud. Who is the greatest rapper of all time? And it could be a random ass.
Because they asked, they'll be like, name like a popular kitchen appliance or something like that, or like what's you know what I mean?
Like
What's
top,
the most used
top
kitchen
5
appliance?
things to eat for breakfast type of thing?
Yeah,
different shit like that, or it's like
very generic that it
But
could be asked to
that could
anybody.
be anything though, because like if I go to fucking Universal Studios with 15 of my friends and we all say Famous Dex is the greatest rapper of all time, shit, Dex might make the fucking list.
They may not use
if
y'all
there's
answers
15,
though,
if there's 15 of you guys,
Yeah.
maybe-
and they may not poll 15 people just like you.
Or do you think they already have like a pool to choose
they
from?
have the 100 and they
the-
ask all that
they
same
ask
100
over and over and over.
No, they have a pool of rappers to actually choose
You
from.
knocked it off, I'm gonna cry.
You know,
For 3 episodes.
if they have a pool of rappers to choose from, rather than
Nah,
because
I
that's a
think-
broad ass question, bro. Like, what happens when
No, I think that's what
someone
they do.
does
They
say
ask
Young
it,
Thug?
they take 100 people and then it's like they take the top however many answers. So it's like, all right, 100 people.
And do you also
fucking-
think they chose the most brand safe answers? Like
Brand
niggas,
safe?
I'm saying like
As
niggas
far
could have
as,
said
like,
like
if
a
they were-
6ix9ine, like non-controversial rappers. Like what's a Snoop controversy you've heard in a minute?
You mean
So
like
you're
they
thinking there
put
could've
somebody
been-
up there that was gonna like diminish the brand of Family Feud?
Right,
Like
exactly.
be a super negative rapper? Hell no.
I don't think
Look
it's that
at those
deep.
rappers, bro. 50 Cent came out talking greasy.
But he's
Jay-Z,
changed his
dope
ways,
pushing.
though.
Right. This is 50 that smiles
They
on
are,
camera now.
they're all cleaned up artists because Eminem
Exactly.
was killing.
That's what he's
moms
saying.
and
It's like
shit,
these
so-
are all PC now. So he's like,
They are safe
been-
answers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good point. They are safe.
These
answers.
are all people that like the suburban mom is gonna be
Gonna
like,
know.
oh,
That's-
Snoop Dogg. I know who that is.
They know. That's why it's a popular answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you guys agree Snoop shouldn't have been number one?
No, I love Snoop.
He's the most popular rapper of all time.
It's fair to say
him or
Snoop
Tupac are the
Snoop
most
is the
popular
biggest
rapper.
rapper of all time.
Snoop is
Great.
probably
Y'all could argue greatness or whatever, but Snoop is the biggest rapper.
he's
of all
about to
time.
run out the American, hold the torch at the Olympics.
Is he really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just announced it
Yeah.
today. Yesterday, today. Snoop is the biggest rapper of
he
all
likes
time.
his blunt from it.
You know who's
That'd
not
be
doing that?
legendary.
LL fucking Cool J. Fair
Look
to say.
at this, and you know
You
who
a
else is
big
it?
ass hater.
Vince.
Long Beach is still there. Long
Vince
Beach
will
is
never
still
be on the
Hater.
list like that.
That's crazy.
A hater. Six.
Let's get into some of these tweets that people sent in, man. Shout out to people using the "Is it fair to say" hashtag on Twitter. We're gonna start with JD from the land. Oh shit!
The Land,
Is
like-
it fair to say people are so obsessed with the old days that everything new doesn't get the chance to be received?